Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, postnasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
Ladies and germs, I implore you. Hey. Hope you guys are doing all right tonight. We're doing all right over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Carl the Envelope joining us again. When's the last time you've been over here, Carl?
It's been a few months, man. I'd say back in the summer, I think.
Okay. Oh wow, it's a while.
Sometime back in the summer. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, what's up, buddy? Appreciate all you guys joining us. Cleveland Clothes friend. I'm missing. I've got old radios. Miss you, of course. Paul, Shane, Skinny Artist, Abacus. Nevis Pro.
Miss everybody in on the show.
Chris, Scotty, Mr. B. I saw you guys earlier. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. When you got fucking choices and shit. This is the choice you make. I appreciate it.
Friday night choices, man.
Hell yeah. It goes long and deep. So what you been up to, Carl?
Not much, man. Doing boat stuff. Had pretty crazy stuff going on here lately.
With your boat?
Yeah, my engine tried to start itself one night.
No shit.
No shit.
That's not seriously?
No key in the switch, no ignition on. It just decided it wanted to crank up.
What's up,
all
John?
of a sudden.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. Turns out starter solenoids can fuse together. And when they fuse together, they'll start themselves.
This seems technical.
It is. And a lot of weird boat stuff lately, man. So I was out there working on the deck a couple weeks ago. Had a guy come by. You know, you have guys walk by and like look at your boat and say,
I got guys walk by, baby.
All the time.
I got guys walk by, son.
Oh, I don't doubt it. But dude walked up. It's like, hey, is this your boat? Yeah. Man, what kind of boat is this? This looks like Grand Banks. Cause my boat's a weird brand. It's a West Coast boat.
Did you get it from Kmart?
Nah, the previous it's actually made in Taiwan.
Is it a Cougar?
It is made in Taiwan.
A Cougar Royal boat. Oh shit.
Oh, so anyway, it's a brand called CHB. They're made in Taiwan. They're popular on the West Coast, but you never see them on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So anyways, like, what is that? Grand Banks? Because that's what everybody thinks it is. I'm like, nah, it's a CHB. Man, what's that? Explain to him, man, it's a boat that's made in Taiwan. It's a West Coast boat. Previous owner had it trucked over here. He looked at me and was like, man, don't those things sink all the time, those Taiwan boats? So I just told him, man, they usually only sink once.
Fair. You guys, now, when you started out, would you say that when you started out owning a boat, living on a boat, living in a marina, that you started maybe partying a little bit more since you got there? Does that vibe kind of carry over to where it feels like, you know, you're on a boat, you're floating around, you're living the life?
I wouldn't say I started partying a little bit more. I just started realizing that rich people that own big boats, a lot of times have them as an excuse to drink in the daytime on the weekend.
Got it.
Because, it's definitely a drinking scene, for sure.
Now, I've heard that people that live on boats end up drinking and partying more.
It is possible. Yeah, I could see that.
You know why?
Why's that?
Peer pressure. Long ass setup. I mean, I just told Carl, I was like, we just did our own Abbott and Costello bit right then.
Yeah, man.
That was a straight up Abbott and Costello bit. Holy shit, folks. Holy shit, what's going on? Carl back in this motherfucker tonight.
Back again.
Yeah,
it's been
man.
a while.
Hell yeah. A lot of fun tonight. Played a lot of great records. Pretty much mostly Carl records tonight.
Yeah, like we didn't have anybody cash in banana bucks, which is strange. And yeah, I just went through the satchel and played a bunch of different stuff.
The butt satchel?
The butt satchel.
I don't like this being in the way of my Optic shirt. It's tournament weekend. Let's go, Optic! They won today. Hashtag green wall, hashtag brick by brick. I don't care that nobody knows what that means, Jerry.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't know. Other people are watching the basketball tournaments.
I bleed green, Jerry. Green wall for life. Aaron said he almost cashed in this, for the second side of Pantera, but didn't want to mess up Carl's flow.
Oh, word.
That's kind of you. I told people, I was like, I think people realize, because you're like, oh man, I can't believe people didn't cash in banana bucks. And like, well, play your records, man. You know, number one,
Yeah.
you made the drive. You come up here, you get to play your fucking shit. Also, I don't have to shelf any of your records.
No, you don't. They're getting put back in the bag and going back home.
Speaking of which, this is fucking straight comedy right here. So we did the show last week, and we mentioned like, yo, it's Oscar weekend. Steve always comes over Oscar night. It's the first time Steve ever came over to the show was Oscar night because his wife kicks him out of the house. It has a bunch of friends over and shit like that for a party. So we did that shit like last Sunday. Steve came over. We had me, Steve, and Jay on Sunday night. We did the new show, which is not officially branded, but as a working title right now, I'll call it the Sunday Shelving Show. I like the alliteration, but it's still a working title.
Alliteration is always good in the title. It's catchy.
So it's what it is on Sundays we keep the mic open like this, but we're also playing records, and it's only stuff from like down here on the floor that we need to reshelf back on the shelf. Or just where you reshelf things, they go back on the shelf.
Hence reshelf.
Reshelf means shelf. You put back on the shelf.
Yeah, to return to
the shelf. So Steve came over. Jay was here. We had a super wide shot. The dog was in here chilling. We were having a good old time. And then Shane drops a little nugget in the chat. It's like, yo, the Oscar weekend is next weekend. It's next Sunday. And I was like, ha ha. I was like, yo, Steve, Shane says next week is Oscars. And Steve was like, ha ha. What? And I'm like, yeah.
Is his wife sending packing on purpose?
No, I was like, he might be trolling or some shit, you know. Like, you know how Shane be. And then I looked it up. I'm like, yo, Steve, it says March 12th. Like, the fuck? So I was like, did your wife not realize that you just like rolled out for like record night on a Sunday night and didn't say? And he was like, no, I came from the studio in Mount Airy. So he was out somewhere and then came over here. But yeah,
you thought he was still working.
It was a dress rehearsal, so hopefully we'll have the same setup coming this Sunday. That's the one piece of content. I'm toying with the idea of moving it exclusively to YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about that. Maybe we'll try it this time. I don't know. It may get yanked off or whatever, but
not on YouTube. You won't.
Nothing like a good old.
Yanking off.
A good yank off.
Yeah.
What's up, Trish? Mom knows treasures. What's up? Hell yeah. Got a good crew in there tonight. Studley Dave redeemed Pick the Next LP. Whoa.
We're done with that, bro. You missed your chance.
What's up, Homer? Is this what the end of the world looks like? You're not far off.
That's close.
The end of the world or end of my world? Because it kind of
yeah, he's a killer. Easy now.
Man. Yeah. So, what was I saying about it? Oh, so maybe Sunday we'll be doing a show. I was trying to talk. Carl's got to work Monday morning, so I can't. I'm gonna peer pressure him into staying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit was funny as hell. That was funny as hell.
Tinkerbell. Yeah, we got a studio dog in the house giving me some love.
Hell yeah.
This dog loves me.
That's Tinkerbell Barker.
This is a good dog right here. You know, I think
What?
we heard a knock at the door.
A knock at the door.
Oh, Steve Fever.
Was it
Maybe
really?
coming by? I don't know. She tensed up like it was a knock at the door.
Oh, I don't think so. Steve would make more of an interest. Steve may drop by tonight. I
He
don't
just
know.
walks the fuck in. Yeah.
Hey, anybody?
So anyway,
Are you a b-ball fan, Carl?
as in basketball,
Yeah. You ever seen basketball?
I dribbled a basketball a few times.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
You ever see basketball?
Yeah. What's some basketball?
They're getting ready to do the Super Bowl tournament they do every year. The basketball Super Bowl tournament.
Yeah.
Well, in the Grown Man Record Night Discord right now, folks, we have a Grown Man Record Night bracket in there. If you want to,
Are we running a record night bracket?
yeah, there's a Record Night bracket in the Discord.
Is it the NCAA bracket
Yeah.
where once all the teams are announced in their positions, you fill out your brackets?
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah, you standard bracket.
Yeah.
And
I might be down for that.
I'm
I'm already in a Final 8 betting pool.
I'm thinking about maybe putting a little something as a little added incentive for somebody that wins.
Well, there needs to be a prize, otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, well, it was we've done it before. It's just been a bracket. Just hey, sign up, we'll see who wins or whatever. But I'm thinking about I think we can drop a little something there, a little something fun,
Should be a little something in there.
a little Amazon gift action maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be a little
Maybe a little
something
something
for
better from Steve. Say maybe Steve's golden sack.
No, that'll never get to anybody. if Steve's golden sack equals Amazon, then yeah, we're talking business. Otherwise, nobody will ever get anything that they win. I mean, it's like,
Well, I'm glad I've never won.
I'll pay for it, but I'm not taking anything anywhere.
No, you just gotta drop shit in the mail.
I don't like that. I'll never do that. Merv, what's up, buddy, Ro?
Oh, Merv Griffin.
Hey, Nylock, thanks so much for becoming a
nice.
friend of the program. Thank you, homie. The fist bumps are in. Appreciate that, man. What else was I going to say about it? I don't know why I posted that up there. Hey, check this out.
I got a dog on me.
What's your standard turntable right now? What do you run?
What am I using?
Yeah, you have some in storage and shit that you're not actually have hooked up and stuff.
Well, I've got a couple like cheap ones. Like I got a cheap JVC turntable in storage. What I'm using is a late 1970s Technics stackable with the
that's
6
cool.
stack.
That's right.
That my wife got from her grandparents.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's freaking awesome, dude. There ain't nothing like it, man. You got all the controls.
Would you ever use or buy like and same question for chat, please. Would you guys ever buy like a weirdo super design, a design awkward, aesthetically different turntable for funsies if it sounded okay?
I know what you're talking about with like the crazy blade one they came out with.
Well, I mean, check this out. The reason I ask is this came out, but would you guys buy something like this? Check this out. And keep in mind, like, honestly, that's a dope ass picture.
Yeah, but do you have to screw on that center plate over it every time?
That's a good question.
To keep it in place.
This is from Danish designer Cool Geek has unveiled a turntable that plays records vertically. The VS01 features an Ortophone OM5E stylus head. So, I mean, you're getting some
you're getting some good quality
Japanese
shit. But...
Nidex silent high-speed motor. This looks like it has some parts. A built-in 5-watt hybrid mid-tweeter driver and a 30-watt bass. Oh, it's got like speakers built in. That's kind of weird. Bluetooth connectivity.
All right.
3345. Pretty cool. I like the aesthetics of this.
I like the aesthetic. I like the components he's got with it. But
I didn't realize it was an all-in-one kind of thing.
But my big question is, how much of a hassle is it to mount a record in that position to play it?
Yeah.
How much shit do you have to do to put that record on that turntable?
So, okay, let me riddle me this. If you had a proper, you own like a grown man house with like, several rooms and like,
Yeah. You got your record room.
and you got your record room, right?
Yeah.
And you got your fucking turntable set up. You got like you got a receiver and some, like an amplifier. You got some real shit to power things to make it sound the way that you like. But maybe like in the shared room, the living room, like with your wife or whatever.
It's like the show turntable.
The show turntable that you use to like play some music like in the other room while you're hanging out with friends. Rather than being in here and being a dork and putting on headphones and like kind of vibing out.
Yeah, well, if you got your own house and your own music room with all right, I'm going to use my dad as an example right now because he's got his own music room in his house. It's in the floor plan of this house. It should be the formal dining room at the front of the house off the foyer, but it's his music room and office.
Yeah.
A full wall of built-in custom cabinets, custom drawers, the whole 45 CDs, LPs, Wurlitzer jukebox in there.
Nice.
But he's got his 4-channel speaker mixer set up with wires all through that house, and you can turn on whatever channel you want, and you can put music anywhere in that house you want.
Oh, that's cool.
As well as outside.
Hell yeah.
So that's how I would set it up is you run a 4-channel mixer and you have 4 channels of speakers all through that house and outdoors.
I do like, and like as I'm saying this, I need to move it to the living room now that I'm kind of rearranging some things in there. I have my mom bought my grandpa back in the day it's just like a mini console. It's like it's this big. I've shown it on the show earlier on. It's like this big. It opens up like a console on the top.
Nice.
But it's got like a turntable, and I think it's got a radio in it or whatever. And my mom bought it for my grandpa for Christmas or something. Like it's one of the first presents she ever bought, I think.
Oh yeah.
But it's dope. It's got it's wood with that red, almost looks like the stuff they do in church. The red velvety stuff. That's it intertwined with like the woven wood.
Yeah.
Looks like something you'd have on the back of
gold stitch scene.
Yeah, it looks like the shit would be on the back of a pew or some shit. You know what I mean? But it's kind of made like that. But I liked it, and I had it in the living room for a long time because sometimes you'd come in here and do like a serious record night, but it'd be a Saturday, and I'd put a fucking Herb Alpert record on in there. I'll put fucking dollar records and shit there's I'm not putting my
Throw
fucking
some on, go around and do some shit. Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of cool. I mean, that was from the 60s probably. It's cool. I need to bring it back out.
You should, man.
We should hook it up tomorrow night so we can get it to work.
Fuck, why not?
Sad Hut!
Moving on.
I'm trying to look. Mama said.
Anything coming out this week?
Not yet.
Sorry. My bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was a neat picture. I like
it is a cool pic.
I like the aesthetic of the picture more than I do the actual
concept.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, the
I wouldn't bother
functional concept of it is much less appealing than that picture.
A lot of really good Bad Brains reissues have been coming out in the past year. Actually, Nebulous Prowler sent us one.
Nice.
And this is one that came out. Rise came out today. 30th anniversary edition of 1,000 individually numbered copies on green and yellow marbled, 180 gram audiophile vinyl. The 5th record, which I don't know as well as the other stuff. I know the first couple like way more than this.
Yeah.
It was their major label debut and featured a new lineup. Instead of HR, vocals were provided by Israel Joseph. That's why I've not heard it.
Yep.
That's why I've not heard it.
Because Bad Brains ain't Bad Brains without HR.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put that out there right now. Disagree with me if you want.
No,
in the chat.
I didn't really notice that until I was reading it off. But I was like, oh shit, this doesn't have HR on it?
No.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's whack. I don't know if I can endorse that.
I'm not endorsing
that. To be fair, I've not heard it. Excuse me.
I've not heard it, but I'm still holding my ground. What I said.
Are you a fan of
Cake?
Cake?
Yeah, I am, dude.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. All right. One of those guilty, cheesy pleasures. Yeah, I like Cake.
It's one of those bands that everybody knows Cake for The Distance.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
But there's so much other shit they do.
they actually had some good albums come out, and I guess this is the first time.
Short skirt and a long jacket.
This is the first time this has ever been on vinyl.
Oh, wow.
Prolonging the Magic, their third studio album, released for the first time on 180 gram black vinyl. Remastered audio of the 13-track album includes Never There, Let Me Go, and Sheep Go to Heaven.
And Goats Go to Hell.
That's
I love that song, dude.
yeah, they're
They're fun, man.
their shit's fun. Their shit's fun.
Come on, man. That's just like last week when y'all were spinning and talking about They Might Be Giants.
Yeah, similar.
This shit's just fun, dude.
And I kind of put oh no, never mind.
I mean, don't put them in the same category.
No, not as them.
Except for being fun.
I was thinking of
music.
Flaming Lips for a second, and
Or Bloodhound Gang.
no, they're too goofy.
Bloodhound Gang's hilarious.
They're hilarious, but they're trying to be hilarious.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think bands like Cake and They Might Be Giants are trying to be intellectually irreverent, which also ends up being funny. But
Yeah.
we're also sort of making a point. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You know, at times. You know,
Ween maybe.
yeah, same
Yeah.
similar thing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, you're being funny, but I mean, Zappa did the same thing.
Exactly.
So I think Zappa's
he may have been
hilarious.
one of the kings of it.
Yeah, Zappa was hilarious, but he
One
was
of the
like
originators.
he was making political statements at the same time. But anyway,
Yeah. But yeah, I like Cake.
Carl likes Cake. How about some punk rock, Carl? What you know about the Dwarves?
A little bit, not
Back-
too much.
Back in the day, man, they were fucking monsters. They've been around for literally ever. This album cover, by the way, just is absolutely fucks right here. But this album came out in like 2018, and I completely missed this. Completely missed this. But I kind of checked this out today, and it is absolutely bonkers good. These guys, I don't know how old they have to be, but they're really old for punk rock.
Well,
The name of the album.
mean,
What's the name of the album?
all the old punk
Take
rock.
Back the Night. At 35 years deep, the Dwarves remain one of the most eclectic, bizarre, and misunderstood punk bands of all time. Hardcore, pop punk, metal, bubblegum, experimental, and all hard genres are represented here, but this one strikes hard at the garage undergut. Hits include Forget Me Not, Devil's Level, Here's Looking at You, and Trace Amounts.
yeah. That needs a listen.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that yet.
it was good.
I mean, I'm familiar with the
streamed a good bit
Dwarves.
of it.
I don't actually own any of them.
Nick Oliveri's in the Dwarves? No way.
What?
Most of the Dwarves album covers are 10s. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome. Keep it on that punk tip. This is one I cannot recommend enough. Well, it's probably not for everybody, but
It's
another one of these bands that I 100% learned about through Ryan Kidd over at the Doctor and the Kid show. GT. This is out on Goner Records. GT is an Australian group that also is affiliated. The dude's in like a few other different bands. One of them is I think Remote Control, which is like a 7-inch that came out last year. But this, I heard some of the GT stuff, and I'd streamed it like back last year when I started getting into some of the stuff like this. And I guess this one right here is a brand new. They call it like spaz attack lo-fi punk rock with cheap synths and hooks for days. The most fun band since the Mummies? ? Almost played Mummies tonight. Whatever it is, they've got it. That's the description.
all right.
And it's really good. It's really gnarly. It's kind of like the Schizos and like where it's just.
Yeah.
It's really all over the place, but I really, really enjoy pretty much all the stuff that this guy does. Combines super noisy like guitars and super noisy overmodulated synths to just create this amalgam of chaos. But it's a beautiful kind of comfortable chaos in a weird kind of way.
All right.
That probably doesn't make any sense to anybody, but I honestly
I'll get it. Comfortable Chaos is good,
Yeah.
man.
Also, trademark band name. I'm calling it now.
Comfortable Chaos.
Yeah. Or
Trademark it.
That's more of an album title, I think. Comfortable Chaos.
Yeah.
That sounds more like an album than a band name. Yeah. But anyway, good stuff. Check out GT if you're into this shit. It's on Goner Records. You can pick this shit up now.
Shit, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's really raunchy and over the top. You know, here on the show, the past several years, I just wanted to mention this for really one track. I mean, honestly, I've become a huge fan of synthwave, like modern synthwave, in the past several years. Collected a bunch of the records. Some of these have become incredibly valuable, and always learning and stuff. This is actually, it's a compilation that came out. I don't remember the label. I think I wrote it down. No, I didn't. No, you
didn't.
But this discover the gems of synthwave music in a double vinyl special release. Let yourself be carried along in the return of the 80s in a 80s wave in a trendy electro style. So it's got Kavinsky in it, one of the OGs of like synthwave stuff. Christine, Emernon, Safari. A lot of these I'm not super familiar with. Joda sung Jupiter.
Don't know.
But you get all the way down to the very last track.
I think Steve just walked in.
You get to the very last track, and it's Thomas Barandon's A Quiet Earth. And it is one of my favorite songs of all time, and it's never been on vinyl before, because believe me, baby, I have tried. And the song has always been a super emotional, just fucking nutsack anyway. And it's one of the, this song can make me bust into tears nowadays. It's just like with a couple of fucking riffs. It's a super incredible song. Thomas Barandon, A Quiet Earth. I'm telling you, it is an amazing song. And it's on this compilation, which it's got an Amazon link. And when I click on it in the little link, it says it's $23. When it goes there, it's like $52.
What?
Yeah, I know. And like not really available.
Nah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Completely fucked.
It's so damn good, man. A couple of mentions. Vance mentioned this, and I wanted to play some tonight, actually. Vance dropped this in the Discord earlier this week. Chicago's own Resin dropped this album right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something, folks. It's called Solace. Vance has sent me one of their albums from a few years ago, this past year, I believe it was, and I've really enjoyed that record. So this one came out, and today's the first time I really got a chance to sit down. I went over to Bandcamp, threw on the earbuds, and started just jamming it out. And let me tell you something. This is one of the best albums that has come out this year, 100%. For me, and the stuff that I like to listen to. Don't get me wrong. It's a doom album. It is slow, it is foreboding, the riffs are thick, super gnarly, grindy ass riffs. In between that, though, Carl, you're hearing some synths. You're hearing flutes. You're hearing
flutes.
Super atmospheric, trippy, psychedelic kind of stuff. And I know, like, I love like atmospheric black metal.
Right.
Love it. Love it. This may be one of the first. I've seen like space rock mentioned with mixed with stoner and doom before, like more it's like a Hawkwind kind of vibe. This is absolutely like psychedelic cosmic doom. That just in the times that it's
cosmic
like,
doom.
In the times that it's trippy and like vibey, it's perfect. And then when the riffs come in, it is a monstrous wall of just foreboding fuzz, just shoved right in your face, just like you want a doom album to be.
Right.
I mean, it kind of ticks all the boxes, and I kind of say that they're legit breaking new ground.
Steve Fever in the house.
I think they're breaking new ground on this.
And breaking news. Steve Fever has entered the house with a cummerbund.
A chair with a cummerbund. That's funny you say that because I think I was the only one with a cummerbund. Because somebody was joking. Is somebody gonna wear a cummerbund?
And Steve did.
Benedict.
And he's about to squeaky chair it.
I ain't gonna squeak.
No squeaking. Tank.
Steve Fever dropping in full formal. Hey, we're gonna have to drink better drinks. Steve's in the house.
Hey, good. How you doing, man?
Good, man. How you been?
Scotty says he thought he was at the Oscars.
It's Oscar night, right?
Yeah.
Sunday.
You know, last week I
Sunday,
just told the
live in
story.
Los Angeles.
We told the story.
The Oscars coming to you live.
it was fun.
We should do a shot.
But I did change my
Fair
shoes
enough.
because God,
Steve, you're drinking out of that
I
one.
was dancing all over that stage.
Yeah?
Yeah, so my feet are tired.
Go dancing.
It was cool. Like the tickets were expensive, but here's the
I
deal.
already forgot what you were doing.
The adult prom. I was performing at the adult prom. So it was $125 a ticket, right?
What, was the March of Dimes
But-
involved?
Yeah.
Aperture set.
Did you get an adorable blanket?
But it was an open bar, and there wasn't liquor. It was wine and beer.
Did you
Carl.
farva
Open
it?
bar,
Carl.
and they had food setups all over. They had shrimp and grits at one area because it was all related to films. Shrimp and grits for Forrest Gump, of course. They had like a breakfast bar for Pulp Fiction.
Nice.
Oh.
There was something, hot dogs for, I forget what it was.
Harry Carey.
It was really cool. So all that shit was included.
We're like just going straight
Oh, yeah.
downhill.
Hey.
The angle of our heads.
What is this?
Don't.
What am I shooting?
No, man, I'm sitting low.
Come on.
Straight vodka, man. So anyway, we
yeah.
got Steve Weaver in the house all of a sudden.
Check out this Resin album. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite albums of the year. I can't oversell this enough. It's fantastic.
Mike's overselling.
Absolutely fantastic. It's something that didn't come out on vinyl, but I wanted to mention it, and killer cover. I dropped this in the Discord.
I feel like I'm on the Johnny Carson show, and I'm like on the end of the couch.
third?
I was the first guy.
You are on the end of the couch, right?
Scooch on down. Scooch. This is Hollow by Bog Monkey. This album was released at the Jam Room in South. You're squeaking.
Sorry.
Yep. Chair squeak.
Thanks.
Chair squeak.
This album was recorded at the Jam Room in South Carolina by Jay, and unknowing only two members. What? Bass player. Anyway, South Carolina. They all got COVID when they recorded this, so the riffs are going to be pretty sick, is what it says. Yeah. Check out Bog
Monkey.
Actually, I'm gonna drop the. I'm gonna do you a solid. I like to hype somebody that you probably never heard of. This is gonna be the one tonight. So check this out. Boom. Gonna come over to the chat. Check out Bog Monkey.
Cool.
You can find their shit on Bandcamp
Good
right
band
there.
names ran out a while
Digital
back.
only. Let's get into a little bit of what we played.
All right, we'll get a little what we played.
Speaking of Bandcamp,
Yeah.
our drummer
You just stick your
tonight.
flute in your pussy?
Our drummer tonight's this really good drummer. His name's Corky McClellan, and he just put out a record with some guys
Okay,
on
yeah, see
Bandcamp. The
him?
band's called Driver's License, and it's good hard rock.
Right on.
So check it out.
Books.
Books. Check them out.
Nice. So
So, we're doing some what we played?
right off the rip, Carl pulled this out of his pile. A lot of these are Carl records tonight.
Yeah, man. Mike gave me a pretty much free for all tonight, so most of these are mine. So,
I'm coming around on Orange Goblin. I kind of been I posted a nice little YouTube short and TikTok of a little 4-piece opening quad feed on Call of Duty rank play, but the music was playing underneath this, which was in our playing from my digital library, was actually Orange Goblin. It's something the fiance gave me back in the day, and I was like, I've never been super over the moon about Orange Goblin, but I was kind of jamming on it on Wednesday, and it's funny Carl brought this up because I was jamming on it tonight. Good stuff.
So I'm gonna talk on it for a minute because this is one of the I guess this would be considered stoner doom,
Sure.
something like that. You know, whatever. But this is a genre I have trouble getting into.
Okay.
It's not. I mean,
I'm
I
upset.
kind of dig it. I know you're upset. You're upset.
I'm upset with
What
it.
label is it?
Oh,
Candlelight?
jeez. Yeah, Candlelight. Spine Farm Records. This is 2012. But this is one of the bands that is easing me into that genre. Because, like,
I can see this to be
I
acceptable.
mean, I get that Clutch is probably one of the originators of the genre. Like, I mean, maybe 90s. I don't know.
I wouldn't go that route.
But Clutch is easing me into it. So I've been Clutch fan for years.
I love
But I bought a WoFat album on recommendation of some of the guys in the chat or whatever. It was alright. It was hard for me to get into. And I know you boys love WoFat, and I'm gonna catch some shit, but that's alright. Whatever. Everybody has their own taste.
It's all just rock and roll.
Yeah, it is all just rock and roll. But Orange Goblin is really getting me into it, man. The song we played tonight, I really dug.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And
you might want to put it back on the front side. Over on the front of the desk.
Oh, yeah. We're going to bring it back around. Bringing it back around.
Another Carl record. This is one I don't have. R.L. Burnside's A Bothered Mind. Went in a little, kind of on a blues tip. This had some weirdo jams on it as well.
Yeah, it's kind of his...
I love that record. I think I have that.
It's like in early 2000s. This is when he was really branching out.
Well, these guys found him and they
the guys from Fat Possum brought him back.
Yeah, but there's some other shit on this record. It's like,
he does a track with Kid Rock on this album.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and that's terrible. But this is like his bringing it back,
I see that.
He also did some stuff with
on here I love.
Side 2, Stole My Chick is a
I
fucking
think it stole
great
my
song.
check. My fucking check.
He also did some stuff with
Stole
the
my fucking chick.
John Spencer Blues Explosion.
He did?
They're really good. That's the weirder, crazier stuff is typically the John Spencer shit. Who I really dig.
Yeah, so we got into a little RL.
I don't know what made me think of
Me
this.
and my wife have been getting into a lot lately.
I pulled this this comp out, little Nuggets action. Whew.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Nuggets, man.
The Nuggets.
This is volume 1, the hits. We listened to side 2, which had the Seeds, absolute monsters. Funny, when I bought this, I probably didn't even know who the Seeds were, and now they're like
that was the original
like
underdog. The original underdog.
Yeah, Music Machine, the Count 5, the Balloon Farm, the Naz, Amboy Dukes, and Blue Cheer.
Cool.
I mean,
Blue Cheer.
Say less, son. Say less. That's all I need to hear.
You gave me some Naz.
Banger of an album.
I don't like Todd Rundgren, but I know that the Naz would probably be something I would like.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Carl pulled this one out again, one out of his bag of tricks.
Oh,
He just got it for
yeah.
your birthday, right?
Yeah. The wife got me this for my birthday. Birthday's coming up a couple days. Been wanting this one, needing this one to finish my classic Suicidal collection.
So if you got any Prime subs available, it's Carl's birthday coming up. Show him some love by giving him a bunch of Prime subs.
I'm already subbed.
Not you. I mean, the show he's on right now.
Yeah, hook it up. But yeah, join the army. Second album from Suicidal. Listen to side A tonight.
You said this is a music on vinyl reissue?
Yes.
Very cool.
180 gram.
Yeah.
Solid pressing.
All I wanted was a fucking Pepsi. That's your...
That's not on this.
I know. But that's your R.L. Burnside, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Put it in the bag.
My wife's, but yeah.
My wife! Carl pulled this
She's
one
no
out.
lady, she's my wife.
What a fantastic compilation this was.
Oh yeah, the
soul.
Atlantic 64.
Man, this crazy cool shit.
This is a great compilation series.
Listen to the side that has Aretha Franklin a couple of times on it. Bar-Kays, Wilson Pickett, and King Curtis.
And Joe Tex, man.
And Joe Tex.
Don't forget the girl with the skinny legs. I mean, that's my favorite song on the whole slide.
Yeah, and the I would say that, but it's got Memphis Soul Stew.
It does have Memphis
with King
Soul
Curtis,
Stew.
baby. That's just
That dog needs loving.
that's just buttered up bacon right there.
Yep. We need a half pound of fatback drums.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take her out. She's used to me now. As soon as I come here, she wants me to take
Carl took her out like a
Yeah, but
20 minutes ago.
Nah,
dogs,
dude, that was like
dogs are
2
creatures of
hours
habit.
ago.
No
when
way.
when I arrive, she wants to go
Yeah.
out.
Oh, that's cool.
Come on.
See over Jefferson Atlantic. Good stuff.
Moving on, a little propaganda. Today's Empire, Tomorrow's Ashes. One of my favorite 90s punk records.
Yeah, one of my favorites too. Right after
It
Pop.
turned me on to this. Like when I first started hearing No Effects from you, I heard No Effects. I heard this. trying to think of some of that early, that 90s stuff, like you had the tape case.
Pennywise.
Yep.
Pennywise has some No Use for a Name.
Maybe some Guttermouth.
Oh yeah, definitely Guttermouth. I should have brought that album.
But yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
You first got me exposed to.
Yeah, this Propaganda is the first album when they switched band members and they transitioned their sound heavily from the previous album. How to Clean Everything, which I brought up before. You know, it's more of a kind of a pop punky kind of more Blink one. It's not that metal.
Oh no! Finish that sentence. A more what? Blink what?
Yeah. It's more of a pop punk sound.
Okay, fair
than heavy punk sound. And they switched a couple band members. Came out with this album. I think this was 94, 96.
It's a little later, I thought, wasn't it?
It's not.
It's
It's mid 90s for
Okay.
sure. Fat Records. That was while they were still with Fat. That was before they broke out with their own record label.
Fever pees in the yard with a dog.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes, he does. Fever squats when he pees. Let that soak in.
Quote of the night. Can we get some quote of the night spam right now?
Oh shit!
You good, fam?
I'm good.
Carl busted this out, or you said you're getting ready to go see this cat. Tell us who this guy is, Carl.
Yeah, man. Got 4 up there, man.
Thanks, Carl.
That's Hank 4, son of Hank 3, Coleman Williams, the great grandson of Hank Williams. Gonna go see him in Durham at the Pinhook, April 4th. We played the side 2 tonight. Last time I was here on the show, we played side 1. I didn't have this particular copy at that point. But when he started selling copies straight off his own website, signed,
That's pretty cool.
I had to get me a signed copy.
That's pretty cool.
Plus, I ordered a couple koozies and a couple stickers and a t-shirt.
Bob Cousy.
Yeah.
These,
So yeah,
these 1950s basketball jokes doing anything for anybody? We'll keep it moving. Natural transition from that is obviously straight into Pantera's
obviously.
Far Beyond Driven.
You know, nice music on vinyl repress.
Hell yeah. It was slamming, man. This is one of those albums. I remember I was talking about this when you were playing it. I remember I had just gotten into. I'd been playing guitar. I was gotten into I'd always been into metal, but started hearing the kind of the more modern stuff and was like, Pantera blew me the fuck away.
Dimebag, man.
In the 90s, how
Yeah.
rugged and raw, and it felt like these guys would fight you in a parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was kind of afraid of Pantera. Like, Pantera felt like the kind of guys you'd be afraid of, you know?
I feel so lucky to have seen Pantera twice in concert.
Hell yeah.
Back in the day.
But I remember me and Cameron, one of those nights, back then we didn't get fucked up or nothing. It was like high school. We didn't mess around with nothing. And I remember we drove up to Four Seasons Mall and, did the normal rotation around the mall, but I made a beeline for Tape World, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was the Tape World.
And picked up a CD of that album right there. And couldn't wait to get home, and I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking heavy, And I wanted to make my guitar. I was already playing guitar, but I didn't realize, man, how do I make my guitar sound like that? The chugga chugga. So I wanted that chugga chugga so bad. So bad, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a badass album. I remember getting it.
Carl ordered a butt koozie.
Hey, everything's better with cows around.
Yeah, it was it was one of those moments though where
where you pick up that album and you first throw it in and you're just like, holy shit.
It really was.
I remember buying it on cassette, throwing it throw it in my truck fucking tape player, you know, right after I bought it, and hearing Strength Beyond Strength hit.
Yeah.
That first track, and it's just like, holy shit.
What's funny is like now I don't really seek those albums out really, and I love that I've got those super early ones that are really 80s and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and I play those a lot, but that album's very nostalgic for me. I mean, but I don't feel like I'm like going back to listen to that. I rarely do that for some reason.
Yeah, and all those old
But at the
Pantera
time,
albums.
we were teenagers. I wanted to pull my shirt off and beat up on somebody.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there's no
I was
better.
ready to go, man.
There's no better album to like pull your shirt off and parking lot fight to fucking like the 90s
Yeah.
Pantera shit.
To start a pit in the back seat of the car.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Like, let's get redneck and fuck somebody up real quick. Like that feels like Pantera. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Feels like a Pizza Hut parking lot.
Fucking right. Fucking right. I'll stuff your crust, motherfucker. Cheese stuff crust.
Where we at?
I told her, I was like, hey, we done fucked and we fought, and now it's time to dance, baby. And we pulled out a little Zap. The second album from Zap. Fairly desirable funk record, a little electro funk shit. This shit just jams. What a grown man record night, absolute staple monster. Man, if you ever run across this on the cheap, I got this for $2 or $3. This shit goes for some coin now, I think. People like really after this record. And I mean,
It's a jam.
it's one of those where I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it because
Nah, can't doubt it one bit. It's just jamming.
it's absolute banger of a funk record, man.
Oh yeah.
Tell me what this is. Is this back to that? You only played one track off of this, but it's
Oh yeah. Ghost to a Ghost, Gutter Town, Hank 3,
this is Hank 3.
double LP, triple album actually.
Oh,
This is triple gatefold. Got some crazy shit going on in the inlays.
wow, that's pretty crazy.
Don't even want to know what's in them jars.
I'll show the scope.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
So yeah, I was just one-offing some bit. We jammed the Hank 3 Les Claypool duo with Going Down with the Ship.
Yeah, that's pretty
Which
awesome.
kind of my style, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole da 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 da. It's just
That was pretty cool, man.
this is catchy, man. Yeah.
I've never heard that. What's the rest of the record like? How much is he bring like guests on each thing, or has he got a couple of guests?
The third album is there's a lot of guests on it.
Okay.
Tom Waits is in a song.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy.
Let's see who else we got. We got a few
Is
other
it
people on
straight
there.
like?
But like,
I know. Like Hank 3 goes stuff that sounds like Hank Senior, and he also has some like punk rock crazy shit. Is it more?
this isn't really punky crazy. This is more country style. Like
Okay.
the whole first album, Gutter Town or Ghost to a Ghost, is just straight Hank 3 material. What you'd expect from Hank 3.
Yeah.
Normal Hank 3 shit. You get into the second album and he starts getting into some weirder shit. Mixing up some different shit, you know. There's one song, I think it's Trooper's Holler, where like he's taken his hound dog's bark
They call me Hound Dog.
and mixed it, and like the whole song was but he's actually sampled and mixed his hound dog into the song, and like so it gets kind of experimental.
Sure. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Let's just call it experimental.
That's a nice catch-all for
Yeah, for weird ass shit.
for some fuckery.
Yeah, but the Tom Waits shit and the Les Claypool shit's really cool.
Now, really cool. You pulled this record out. This is you said this is one of Core Blund's like influences.
The Ian Tyson?
Yeah, like Canadian
Yeah.
country stuff. But the real kicker of this, Carl played this one song for one reason only, and I wanted to see if anybody picked up on the reference in the song.
I think a couple people caught it.
A couple people called it. Inside of the song, at one point he says 5 L's.
Yep.
Referencing what in the song?
A cattle
A
ranch.
cattle ranch, like the 5 L's.
Yeah, the double S's, the 5 L's. You know,
Yeah.
cattle ranches.
Which is
But-
really funny, but he does.
Yeah,
a couple
it
of
does
times.
reference the 5 L's, and this is 1984.
Is it really? That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's hilarious.
And it's a promo copy.
Promo.
Promo.
Fucking primo.
Promo Canadians.
Fucking primo Canadian promo.
So
bro.
yeah, man, little,
Primo.
I had to, so I bought the Ian Tyson, well, I scored the Ian Tyson free for bonus points from buying so much shit from
Oh,
this
yeah?
record store. So it was an old used record, you know, and I knew Ian Tyson was a big influence on Corp Lund, so I had to buy that record. And yeah, you can hear the influence.
Is that
for sure?
Is that short for Corpus Lund?
No, Corbin.
Corbin. Okay.
Short for Corbin.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of which,
Shabarings. And you played a track off of this really surprised me because I like Corb Lund a lot. But the track,
Pass to Get Down, Dana.
yeah, the
Yeah.
track you played on this was straight up rockabilly.
Yeah,
was
it
a
is.
straight rockabilly track.
But he didn't write that.
No, it's cover.
Hence, songs my friends wrote.
Oh, cool. Really good track though.
Yeah, Pass to Get
Smoking
Down,
Rockabilly
Dana
stuff.
was written by a dude named John Evans, who I do not know.
Oh shit! Aaron said, "Did I see where Off is playing Cat's Cradle?" That's crazy.
Off is playing Cat's Cradle?
Ah,
Really?
that's a big one.
Wow.
It's perfect though.
Steve just
Is that
brought a
a
light
good-
stand in,
Oh, I thought that was a gun.
so we can hook up the
He's got a trench coat and a gun.
the light.
Yeah, you walked.
All of a sudden, Steve
walked
has a
in with
trench
the
coat on.
You walked in with a trench coat. I thought you had like a fucking Mosin Nagant or something.
I don't even, we're all fucking Mars right now. I don't know what the fuck's
No,
happening.
I got out of my tux. But I wore the trench coat for In Your Eyes. I had a
Fever as
boom
well.
box. I came out on stage with a boom box and a trench coat, and then went into In Your Eyes.
Somebody said Steve Fever as London Fog,
Nice.
or flashing women in the street.
London Fog.
Carl played this. The last one Carl played.
A vinyl record.
Carl says I look like this guy, and I'm kind of pissed off about it.
It's it's between Miller and Big Hoss on Pawn Stars.
Yeah, Mark Pork Chop Holder, and I think, and also it says Pork Chop.
And it
in the
says
title.
Pork Chop, bro.
It says Pork
It's
Chop.
probably
When that was our band.
because
Yeah.
it says pork chop. You look at that, you think of him. 'Cause
Yeah.
He probably looked like that back then.
So
That's pork chop Mike.
my wife picked that up because it said Pork Chop looked like Mike, and I listened to half a
Is it
song on YouTube.
It's killer.
Or before I bought it, and then I bought it, and yeah, it's killer.
Great.
It really is good stuff. That was the
It's-
last thing.
It's new release. It's 2022.
So North Carolina?
I don't think so.
Carl has to look into it. Carl's going to check it out.
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga, the Sunshine State.
Home of Crystal. Crystal Burger.
I had Crystal in Knoxville when I went to that regional fishing tournament championship
He's probably dead by now.
for number one
This was
anglers,
recorded last year, dude.
Oh,
for all the best anglers on the East Coast.
So yeah, man, that's what we played.
That's what we played.
Oi, oi.
I don't have marbles queued up, but I got to do it now.
Oh shit.
Hold up.
We should play some marbles.
And while you guys are voting on the track, I can urinate into my receptacle in yonder.
Yes, you can. You should get a
Let's go,
tube that leads
objects.
I
outside.
gotta get online here.
Let's go.
Don't fall
Optic.
asleep.
Hey, Miss Pascal was our MC tonight.
Who's that?
Jackie.
Oh, Jackie Pascal. Oh yeah.
You got that on a graphic right now?
Did
Good, because I'm going to take a 1.
okay. You can just do
Keep
that.
it on a graphic.
No. It'll be on a shot like this. Nobody can see. Nobody can see, Carl. You do whatever you want to do. All right. Exclamation point. Vote. Then the number of the track you want to run. Exclamation point. Vote. I got to get by though, Carl.
Oh shit! All right.
Exclamation point. Vote. Then the number of the track you'd like to run. When I come back from peeing, we'll do a little. Nope, that's not working, Carl.
I'm out of the way.
No, you're not.
You work now.
You're 100%. You're 100% not. Someone's gonna step on those. I'm gonna get upset. Someone's gonna step on those.
I'm moving them.
All right, tell them a story about what you've been doing, Carl.
I ain't been doing shit.
No silent. You got. Somebody's got to tell.
So
them.
yeah, get over here, or take his seat for now. Let's take his seat. So what? I saw you guys were anchored somewhere like on a little beach.
Oh yeah, we posted out
Where was that?
a few
at?
days ago. That was like right outside of Seapath, our marina. There's a little island right off the docks over in the, I guess over in the creeks you'd call it.
Do you ever do any treasure diving?
No,
No.
not really. I don't really
There's
dive
a lot
much.
of shit around. There's a lot of ships that had sank in that area.
Yeah, there are more offshore. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a ton of them like off the coast. They're all marked diving sites and fishing sites, and honestly, there's a 3 mile wreck that we go fish quite a lot. I've never dived on it because I'm not really a diver, but I fished the hell out of it.
Wasn't Wilmington, off of Wilmington, is where there was like a Nazi submarine that had like was sighted?
There were 2 sunk in the Atlantic off of the Wilmington air in the general area,
Right.
and there was one that was sunk in the Cape Fear River, coming up the river
Wow.
from, because you can't get to Wilmington by sea
Hey, Carl, can I get
except
a
for
cigarette
coming
photo?
20 miles up the Cape Fear River.
Yeah.
What?
Can I get a Sierra Nevada?
Go for it.
Can I get one?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Bring me one.
I got some. I got a full 12 of natural in here if we need to.
I don't have anything.
I got beers.
I just want something with a little flavor.
I got beers.
We won't run out.
Drinking beers.
All right, let me get on.
All right,
Let me get on
so
Twitch.
we got some people voting over here.
Let's see what's winning.
What's winning? Besides chronic.
Craig. If somebody comes,
What the fuck happened to my chair?
horse.
Just fold it down.
No, it is that way. Alright, I gotta get back in there.
All right, you guys act like you've been here
I gotta
before.
get through
for
here
fuck's sake.
first. Fuck.
Oh, here. Yeah, do it on this.
All right, we're doing the
Come
gauntlet.
on.
Oh, running the gauntlet, boys.
This way. There. Now.
Alright,
All right, hold on. Am I in?
No, we're just exclamation point.
Are we still
we're
playing?
going to play.
Exclamation
playing?
point play.
Hold on.
Get a good space, folks.
It's business time.
What up, Fluffhead?
Fluffhead.
Vance? Trying to see everybody hadn't hollered out. I like to at least holler at everybody one good time, you know what I'm saying? Wizard, what's up, baby?
This works best because I can actually monitor this fucking chat while the show progresses.
Oh, is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna monitor the chat?
While the show progresses, you know, ghetto style.
I'm not gonna look up shit if I need to.
I'll give you guys 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7.
Get my Wikipedia up.
Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's countdown.
Stand by for Miko. You're go for main engine cutoff. Here we go, folks.
Breaker.
I need an
Sink
ohms
it.
burn like now. Skybird, this is Dropkick with a red dash alpha message in 2 parts. Break. November, Sierra, Alpha, 1, 4.
Why does
Niner.
that look like a giant asshole?
Confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high.
Penetration.
Oh no. Whoa, look at Studley Dave making moves. Power moves to shower moves, but yet Scotty Stricknine.
I do love singing with the ladies.
Whoa. Solid run.
What?
Scotty's got a solid run. Who was that? Just shot way down here. What the
envelope.
fuck?
Yeah, I'm in the house, son.
That's rigged. That's a ping advantage.
Whoa.
I'm in the house, son.
You shot hard, man.
What's your ping, like 3?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Your
Look at
ping,
What's a ping?
the connection time between you and the server. It's got to be. It's
Like
you,
the
I don't know.
talk from there.
you have a ping advantage because you're closer to the server, which is here.
Well, I'm here too. I don't have an advantage.
Yeah, well, Steve's running here.
I'm just saying it's rigged.
You're running here. I'm sure it'll fucking change. Dude, besides, I've never won a marbles.
Never won
ever.
marbles? Oh.
Ever.
People on the tail.
I'm due for one,
Oh
man.
no! Oh no!
And I'm about to get fucked right here.
Oh
so.
no! Oh, made it through that!
Oh, yeah.
No!
I should have brought that.
Oh no! How much farther?
Steve Sack shit. Wow.
Oh!
How much of a lead?
Is it possible?
How much of a lead does he?
Nah, I don't.
He
I
could
don't know.
fall-
Metal Collision.
He could fall off.
Oh,
He
yeah.
could fall off.
Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
I fell off.
Up!
I got slowed down.
Oh! Pachoos! Like RC Pro Am. Pachoos.
Oh.
Oh!
Christ!
I'm destined.
Wow.
Destined.
What a run!
Destined.
That was almost a global track record.
Woo.
That was really, really good.
Dude, the global track record is 205, and you're not far off that.
Oh my
Tell us,
god.
Carl, what do you think? I mean, how did you do that?
I don't know how I did that. I actually had no control over that.
All right.
That was completely computerized.
I'm gonna need
But
Carl.
I'm really
Carl,
stoked to win that.
I'm gonna need you to do that all over again, but mention Monster Energy drink at some point. In this. We're sending half of this broadcast to Monster.
Nah.
I do have several
That's what
sponsorship
you should do. You
opportunities.
should run heats. Just do
I'm
like
not mentioning
3 times.
Monster
Just
'cause
do
I hate it.
again.
Raid Shadow Legends wants to do a sponsorship thing. Hello Fresh wants to do a sponsorship thing. They want to.
Hello, Fresh.
Yeah.
You want to get fresh for winning at marbles?
Yeah.
Tune in to Envelope.
Who we waiting on?
You know, do
I don't know.
Final results. Hold up.
Hey, I finally got
Look,
one.
the global record is 205, 642. You're at 207, Carl. The next is 239. You were
Damn.
You were 2 seconds off a global record.
Wow.
Damn, Carl.
Damn.
That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. All right,
First time I've ever won at marbles.
we'll get into a little dig of the week. Did you bring the record, Steve? Or are you just chilling?
No, I'm just chilling.
I'm gonna give it all to Carl anyway.
shit.
Except I'll tell you, I got one record, and also the same place. I didn't bring the hat in here. I got a. Some of you guys remember in the interim of when a little break when we wasn't doing the show, I went to a redneck minor league hockey game, and I found a hat from that team, brand new, Carolina Thunderbirds, for $1.
Nice.
Fuck it, it was awesome. Also found
the shirt.
just happens to match.
Bringing a foot up on the table.
Just happens.
Grown man flexibility night.
Oh, I'm fucking crazy. I go crazy with it. Pick these fucking Nikes up for $6.
It matches your hat.
Yeah, because they're optic. Let's go optic. Yeah, that's why I got them on. $6.
It's the same color of my
these-
on nicotine pouch container.
And these are my
I
SpongeBob.
always have to tell them. It's the one that looks like a fucking tennis ball.
These are my SpongeBob socks. Can you see what they say? On a roll. It's like SpongeBob on a hamburger. And I also at the same Goodwill. So I got the shoes, I got the hat, and I got this record. All for $10, like everything together. It's called. I knew this was something. It's Under the Influence is the title, and it's got a little drink on it. The Cousins MCs. It's two, I believe, like essentially two 12-inch hip hop, like electro joints. And I forgot to look up anything about this. I'm kind of winging all this. But you can see that. And it's fairly desirable. And I knew it was pretty obscure, and I was like, man, I'll take a chance on that for $1.99 because it had two records. Because yeah, Goodwill's at $1.99 now. And I love mid-80s like electro hip-hop shit. So yeah, can't tell how many tracks are. I think they're just girls at the party. World class. Oh, that one's not the Cousin MCs, it's world class. So it's world class and Cousin MCs.
A split disc.
Yeah, from the same label, the Under the Influence. I think it's like a series or whatever. So I'm stoked to check this out because I love shit like that. So I picked up, like I said, the shoes, the hat, and the record. 10 out the dough. What you got, Carl?
Oh shit, man!
Before you say that, I was just thinking, you know,
Speak up. You're far away from the mic.
doing this show, it can be, you know, I don't have time. I don't have time to shop, but HelloFresh.
We're not on it yet. We're not on it yet. We got to be. I have to say yes first. That's a dedication of a few hours. They don't get shit for free.
I just wanted to share it in my life.
We'll get shit for
This is
free.
my life we're talking about.
I've been living fresh this whole week.
You know, you ever have to buy celery? Like you're gonna make like a stew.
Have to buy celery?
You need celery. All you need is a fucking stalk.
One star.
Yeah. You talking about stealing it?
You know-
You steal celery?
But see,
is this
see,
story about you stealing celery?
Here's the thing. HelloFresh will send me just enough
One
celery that I
stalk.
need for what I'm doing.
Yeah. And once the girl wanked me off for an extra 50.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the National Football League.
This message furnished by the National Football League. AT&T presents You
Thick waffles.
Make the Call.
Alright. So, few digs. A lot of my digs actually we already burned through on what we played.
Fair enough.
Because pretty much everything we played that I brought on what we played tonight
Go on.
was brand new shit.
Oh, no.
That I've gotten a hold of.
That's true, because one of them was for the actual birthday present.
Yeah, I mean, that Suicidal Join the Army, that was given to me last night as a birthday present from my awesome ass wife.
Happy birthday,
loves
Carl.
metal.
Give some to the channel.
Yeah, give it up. So, the only few things that we didn't already play and talk about that have dug recently was I used one of my local. It's nice when a local record store gives you loyalty points or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Every $100 you spend, you get like a $10 or less free record.
Yeah, that's cool.
Used,
That's
of
awesome.
course.
Yeah.
So I used one of those too, and I actually listened to this shit.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of Jerry Jeff Walker.
Yeah, me as well.
This is Jerry Jeff Walker reunion.
Moi aussi in French.
I got it for free for spending money on other shit.
Pretty cool, man. I don't know this Jerry Jeff.
I don't either. And like I said, I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. I just picked it up a few days ago.
We can listen to it after the show.
And we might get into it later, but who knows?
We might.
Who knows?
Good stuff, man. But-
So, other dig, this came about a month ago. We played joined the army suicidal earlier. I was talking about how that finished out my early suicidal collection.
Did you get that, or is that me?
Oh, that's you. So this is the one I grabbed about 2 months ago before it.
Right.
That got me one step closer.
Oh,
That's Feel Like Shit Deja Vu.
hell yeah.
Great EP.
I don't know this one. I've never really heard that.
That came out right after How Will I Laugh Tomorrow, When I Can't Even Smile Today.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
That's crazy.
91 maybe 89. 89 on Epic.
That's pretty awesome.
And the last one on my digs was
Let me look at this.
some my wife gave to me, or actually she acquired from her mom, amongst a couple other records here recently, and some I'm really digging. It's the Boots Randolph. Yakety sax.
No, that's cool. You always see a lot of Boots Randolph in like a Goodwill. That's the coolest
But
one I've seen.
The Yakety
Outside of,
sax,
like, the
man.
original, but yeah, this one has
But you get Yakety sax, you get the Battle of New Orleans. Yeah. And you get Mike Harkenolp along. So yeah, the wife's mom the mother-in-law came through with a couple solid albums recently.
You know how I learned learned what mother-in-law meant? Flintstones. That's how I learned what that meant. And like it's like a stigma, and like, oh, your mother-in-law comes and she won't leave, and like,
Yeah.
she meddles and gets in the way, and da da da. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that great fucking soul song, Mother-in-law, Mother-in-law.
I think
Everybody.
Flintstones is where I learned about guys hanging.
Oh, the Loyal Order of Water Buffalo?
No, just like Fred and Barney, just, how they hang.
But nobody ever gives any love to Joe Rockhead. One of the most underappreciated characters in American
Absolutely.
history. Joe Rockhead.
Joe Rockhead.
We should do a shot for Joe Rockhead.
Yeah. Tee it up.
Steve? Please.
Maybe just half.
Oh, you know we don't do halves. We either don't raise up, Carl. Don't stay where you're at.
I'm
Good,
saying.
that's good.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So
This is for
I'm
Joe
done
Rockhead.
with my dig of the weeks.
Half shots is what I give the JV cheerleaders when they
Need to get
sell me Girl Scout cookies at
Yeah.
to Joe Rockhead.
Joe Rockhead.
Okay.
Bill Brasky.
Oi, oi, oi.
That was dig of the week. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We'll take a quick commercial break. Got to figure out what soda we're gonna do in there.
We do need a soda pick.
But a soda what, Carl?
A soda pick.
Oh, thought you said poop.
No, we need a pick
We need a
for
pick.
a soda.
We need to pick.
I got two.
We gotta bring it.
I've been pitching the Steve shitting on the road idea.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did you talk
yeah.
about that?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I like
not on
that.
the show, not on the show.
Oh.
I want to give it away.
You want to talk about
I like it.
No,
I like it.
maybe at the very end of the show,
I'm gonna say I like it.
or maybe on the late night jams to get people to come over.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. Hang tight.
Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
Can I help you? Yes, I have Amazon Prime and I'd like my free sub, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get one free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a grown man record night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Men Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch Broadcaster for complete details.
Never before has anything aroused so much excitement, captured so much attention. It's the faceted look, a revolutionary new style in eyewear that can turn your prescription glasses into your most exciting accessory and get you the second looks you want. The Optical Place has these and other fashionable styles, eyewear that shows you off rather than covers you up.
Besides, you've always got to look good, and if you're like me, you only take your glasses off for one reason.
Hello, I'm Billy D, and here's just what a few of our customers think of the saddle rack.
Friendship that everybody gives you here, and I like the respect you get. I enjoy coming to the saddle rack. I love it.
And I'll be coming back for the next 8 years.
That's the best place I've been to in a long time. I just wouldn't go anywhere else. It's a great place.
So there you have it. Come on out and join me along with Branded Country every Friday and Saturday night for a fun-filled night of entertainment at the Saddle Rack, 312 Bodenheimer Street in Kernersville. Come out every Friday night because we're dancing.
Look at those crazy hangy-downs.
What's a hangy-down?
A hangy-down is the new fashion jewelry craze. It attaches to your glasses or sunglasses and catches.
Catches what?
Catches your attention, silly.
What do they do?
Make you look great and let you create your own designer frames. But don't look for them in any stores. Hangy-downs are only available through this special TV offer.
Do you think my girl would like it?
She'd love it. Just send $9.99 to hangy-downs.
They do catch your eye, and they look fantastic.
You better believe it. Take advantage of this special offer and order your hangy-down now. Call 1-800-6...
The Byte Shop unveils a revolutionary new personal computer from Apple, a totally new dimension in personal computers that sets new standards in the industry. It's the Macintosh. At less than 20 pounds, it fits on a small desk and is easily transportable. A computer is useful when it's easy to use. To use the Macintosh, all you need to know is how to point your finger, and suddenly you become fluent in computerese. See the Macintosh at the Byte Shop, and a whole lot more. You'll find a mess of great bargains at Blumenthal's. Low prices on first-quality name brands like Calvin Klein, Levi, Lee, Jordache, Izod, Polo, Nike, and Converse. Blumenthal's can fit all your family's needs, from toddlers to adults. Come to Blumenthal's today and find a mess of great values.
We stay busy all the time. This place is a mess. I love it.
Blumenthal's, 358 South Elm Street in Greensboro. They've been at the same location for 58 years, so they must be doing something right.
Old World Treasures opens its doors to the public with the largest selections of 14-karat gold, diamonds, and jewelry at amazingly low wholesale prices. Old World Treasures invites you to compare prices with anyone. You won't find a better selection or price, and we stand behind all our merchandise. Plus, Old World Treasures specializes in hard-to-find items with a huge choice of beads, and we repair jewelry while you wait. It's the perfect place to shop for that special someone. Old World Treasures at Burlington Manufacturers Outlet Center across from Bass Shoe Outlet.
When you want to listen better for less, come to School Kids Records on the corner of Mendenhall and Spring Garden. School Kids takes a bite out of the record-buying blues with a wide selection of rock, country, jazz, soul, bluegrass, imports, and beach music. Yours for just a dog biscuit and a pat on the head. Just say fetch, and one of the friendliest music professionals in Greensboro will accommodate your every desire. So remember, School Kids Records, the lowest doggone prices in Greensboro. I should know. I'm the manager. Woof!
Mr.
Books. Check them out. Thanks everybody for staying with us here on Grown Men Record Night. This would have been a fantastic Friday. It's been so fun. So
Where'd Carl go?
He went outside to be with
I think that should be
nature.
the next graphic. Where'd Carl go?
He wouldn't do what did Carl think, but
yeah. What did he think?
I don't know. It's a good question. Books. Check them out. We should jump into a little bit of... Why did I go all fucking baby talk right there? He is. We should jump a little bit into...
Where you been, Carl?
I was smoking a cigarette.
This is Florida car.
Come have a seat. We're
Your
gonna
beer.
have
Yeah, here's your beer.
Yeah.
Carl's
I think
beer.
you still got some in it.
Hell yeah.
A little bit. You might want to kill it and get another
Carl's.
one.
Yeah, that might need to
Get to freshen it up.
It's Carl's Beer, California.
There's mine, which is actually a Carl.
I'm gonna cue the open.
It's a Carl beer.
Soda Smooth.
And yep.
This is the pad part.
Yep. That's
Pad part.
Andy.
Pad part.
Pad part.
Pad part.
Pad part.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
What's that?
What is this called? Sparkle Fingers? What's that?
Natural ambiance is what that was.
I love 90s cheerleader
Put it on
bits.
archive.org. There's a lot of cool shit on archive.org.
Of course.
A lot of live performances.
I was telling the story earlier. I don't know if a lot of folks know this, but the very first time I ever went live, ever, on this show, I was by myself. Cameraman lived here, but he was out of town. And it's when we first, I first got the little doohickey that let me, it's called an Easy Cap.
Yep.
Which allowed me to hook up my Canon GL1,
Yep.
a very, very dope, but SD video camera, to the,
What are you drinking there?
to the computer. And I hooked that up. And then I was like, I think you can like play video. You can just roll videos in. So I went to archive.org, to your point, and I downloaded a bunch of what were banned cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
And I had several of them. And I went live, and I was wearing the cowboy hat and the green and the green flowery shirt.
Yeah.
And I think I introduced myself as Captain Car Wash.
So Captain Car Wash was first.
Oh, Captain Car Wash.
Was first.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was the very first.
Really?
Yeah. And I was doing, I had the aviator shades. It was a different shades than these. Aviator shades, cowboy hat, and that shirt. I was drinking Coors Light. I'll never forget it. And nobody was watching. This is Ustream Producer was the program. Remember that program we used to use?
Yeah.
And I was just figuring out like how it worked. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It looks like this is working out okay. And like in the other window, I queued up like one of these band cartoons or whatever. And it's like, okay.
Now, hold on. You're saying not bands like Wings.
Band, as in like...
Band, BANNED.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cartoon.
But the point of this part of the story was I was doing that and I was talking and I was like, okay, well, it's time for a cartoon. And I hit the transition button. It's like, da, 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 da. And it went into a cartoon and I lost my fucking mind. I was like, I was literally in the house by myself and I was like, are you telling me I can host my own fucking drunk ass cartoon show?
Yeah.
I don't need anything else the rest of my fucking life. This is literally all I've ever wanted. I want to get fucked up drunk and host a cartoon show.
So and
fuck off.
But for me, the takeaway from this story, is you need to step up the Saturday game on Captain Car Wash.
Yeah. But
doesn't everyone agree? I'm sure.
But it's funny. There was a couple of we played a couple that were like. They were just good cartoons I remembered or whatever. And we went to one where it was like, mammy, like fucking like over the top.
And really bad.
And I was immediately like, and
that's why that was banned.
I'll never forget. I came back from the cartoon and I was laughing. No, like I said, nobody was watching. I wish I had this recorded still. I was laughing. And I said, Captain Car Wash does not necessarily endorse any of the cartoons with overt racial overtones, which unfortunately have been present in some of the programming this evening. And I still started laughing. Then I went to another cartoon, but that's what started it first, man. Was Captain Car Wash. Because some of them were, I'm like, some of them were just like low key, and I'm like, man, that's fucking, I don't know.
Well, a lot of them have Japanese depictions.
Some of that's the worst.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, it's soda.
Yeah.
The soda.
We already did the open.
We did the open. Folks, tonight.
No, we did just some marbles, man.
We already done marbles, Carl. You won it. You won it, motherfucker. You almost set a track record. Carl, are you on Mars?
I think I am.
Carl is on Mars. He has faded.
So, chip chat?
We're doing Sesame.
Back on Christmas, the kid gave me a 4-pack of Sprecher sodas, some of my absolute favorites. Literally, none of them had ever been done here on the program. And continuing that tradition tonight with a brand new one on the show, the Sprecher, and I love their bottles. They got the best bottles in the game, man. 100%. Sprecher's Fire Brewed Root Beer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude.
Love a root beer.
I love a root beer. And
love root beer.
When I start reviewing root beers, I think out of all the things, like a raw cola or a root beer is when I start getting I start digging my fucking heels in.
You know what I really love?
I start digging my heels in.
Speaking of bottles, my favorite was in the 70s, the Mountain Dew bottle. It was,
glass bottle?
Yeah, but it had this like bas relief of the like hillbillies and whatever the ice or whatever. It was really cool.
I've discovered a cool thing that lately been going to my little mushroom.
Yeah.
And you know how beer glasses will have the etching on the outside, the bas relief on the outside?
Yeah.
My little mushrooms have theirs on the inside.
Okay. That's cool.
It's interesting.
You gonna Carl it?
That may have been even better.
You gotta Carl it.
Hold up.
You fucking gotta Carl it.
No, this motherfucker gonna run his finger around it, stuck it in there like it was a goddamn fucking. What the fuck? Hold up.
Can we play that back?
Hey, yo.
Jerry.
Hold up. Can we roll that tape? Who's got the tape? That was tragic.
That was pretty funny.
That's good. That's good stuff. Right?
Speaking of JV cheerleader, Carl was over there in that bottle going to town.
That's good.
That is good stuff.
It's a good root beer. I can't believe it's not. It's been in the refrigerator since December. I can't believe it's not any colder than this. That's my only gripe. Is this is not very cold. It's like what the fuck?
That's your refrigerator.
My shit.
No, that's your refrigerator.
No. My fridge doesn't have any problems getting fucking cold. It'll freeze shit on the top shelf. That's what I can't.
But then in that spot, it must
have been a weird.
You've got a dead zone.
Yeah,
you got a dead zone.
It must have been a weird spot.
That low shelf of yours.
It's not like my oven. I mean, my oven will take 2.5 years to cook a pot pie.
There's probably a filter you can probably exchange with a new filter.
Yeah.
That would help.
But I'm telling you, the rest of it's just it must have been in a weird place.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you can't sit like a can of soda on the top left shelf. It'll freeze. It'll slush it.
Get you a thermometer, put it in there, put it on the bottom.
Yeah, you got a fucked up refrigerator.
And then another couple of days, put it on the top shelf and see the difference in the temperature.
Fire brewed root beer.
And then call me.
Yeah, that's definitely some root beer business. I like it. I like it a lot.
I do enjoy that. Carl Fingers bottles. Film at 11.
Nah, I just like that root beer a lot.
Potato chips, how my mouth does do. Potato chips, how my mouth does do.
Excesso calorious. Excesso.
There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying.
Crunchy, don't bring me no
Those are thick.
Pampas.
Look at that.
Es delicioso.
Sting City. Pad. butt pad. All right, let's get into a little.
Now we're in
chip chat,
and I think
Double C.
Carl is our.
I don't know, man. I saw these.
Carl is our liaison on these.
What can you say about this, Carl?
So I saw this for the first time today in the Circle K. Down
I
in
saw this
Wilmington.
for the first time today at the Circle K.
All right, I'm gonna pause on that.
Spices had in my hand. It was a visit, and I had to say. What?
So I don't know, man. It's some new interesting shit that
Sabroso.
I've never seen before.
Fuego, which means hot.
Oh, it's supposed to be hot.
Fiery, hot chili pepper and lime.
So the word sabrosa actually means like delicious. If something is really delicious.
You want to read the back for us?
That's how they start.
You'd probably be easier.
What?
Read the back. Read the back.
With Viva Sabrosos, you get authentically tasty snacks. Fuegos ramps up the heat to diabolical levels, forged in the depths of a volcano with machines powered by molten lava. The heat will set your insides on fire, but their taste won't let you stop eating them.
They're sick.
Fuego.
They're sick. They're sick.
They're
for
about to
this.
light your asshole up.
They're sick for this.
Circle K.
All right.
Is there a phone number on that?
That's a Circle K brand.
Is there a phone number?
Let's get into it. Come on.
No, I don't know.
Oh,
it
no.
says hecho en Mexico.
Well, yeah.
There's got to be a country code.
Sabroso. All right, Carl, you be the first.
All right, I'm gonna be the first since I brought them.
Are these like those straws?
They are straws.
Remember that?
I do remember.
They're straws. All right. It's got a nacho cheese Dorito lead.
Mmm.
With a lot of fucking heat behind it. Mmm. That's almost a
Wow.
That's almost a what is that Doritos flavor?
Dude, but I have to say, Takis and Dinamitas, this waxes your fucking ass.
Yeah.
It's not.
This is dank.
And it's not too limey, but you can taste the lime, but it's not too limey.
It is too limey, but it's hot and good.
Oh man, it's spicy.
But the way that the corn disintegrates,
yeah,
that's what makes it better than Dinamitas and Takis.
Yep.
These beat Takis.
Oh yeah,
It's more. It's
It's
more.
been Takis all day.
It's more authentic, I think.
If you like Takis, these are better. That's the bottom line here.
Think of this way. It's like, think about, eat it and think of a rolled Frito.
Yeah.
A Frito.
Yeah, there is a
It's
Frito,
a Frito
base to
corn
that.
chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
Oh yeah.
Damn. That's good.
Those are good.
Good chip.
Oh yeah.
And where do you get those, Carl?
Got them at the Circle K in Wilmington.
It's the Circle K thing.
Circle K.
That's what it said, distributed by Circle K. You could throw some love to Circle K, I guess, maybe.
Hell yeah. We've gotten some good chips from there before.
Circle K, man.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. But they got some heat to them.
They will light you up a little bit now. I'm going to tell you about it, son. That's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. We're going to jump back over. If you ain't careful, and you come over with us, you might find yourself running into a little bit of
that.
I'm just telling you, it's not for everybody, but for some of you, you know what it is.
Hey, and if anybody's in the area, Leadneck's playing at the Double D Burnout Saloon tomorrow night, which is on the county line.
That was one of the most redneck things I've ever heard in my life.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yes, it was.
God bless America. So come out and support us. Have fun.
USA.
Alright, so my face is on fire.
Here's some Led Zeppelin.
I don't know why the
God, my
music's
voice is
not
gonna
working.
be shit.
It's making me mad.
Is that residual fire hitting you?
I like it though. It's a slow burn off though.
Oh my god.
It's good. But yeah.
No one is in the area.
What?
No one is in the area.
No one. I know.
Residual
I know. No
fire.
Zonkman's in the area.
Yeah, Bender.
Fluffhead, he's in the area.
If
J Snow 83 is in the area.
Yeah.
That's a fire of a stick.
She went to Trinity. My arch rivals. Our arch rivals. Carl.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I didn't really care.
Come over to Twitch right now or get banned forever. Whatever.
I think we're playing a vineyard in the summer and a couple other